felt like I've lived a fairly normal life until January 5th. And 3 days later, I woke up in the hospital. Hello, I'm Pam Langston. I'm 62 years old. I've lived in the River Valley since 1972. I've been a nurse for 43 years, and I am a survivor.
I was up a little early, getting ready to go to work, watching the news, and heard a thump. And why, I don't know. I jumped up and ran back to the back bedroom and looked in and saw Pam lying on the floor. I started shaking like a leaf. First thing that went through my mind was, I need to get an ambulance here. I called 911 and went back in, and while I was on the phone with 911, I looked down and I watched my best friend take her last breath.
My name is Eric Papp. I've been in EMS for 8 years. I started off as an EMT basic. I recently had gotten my paramedic license just prior to being called out on January 5th to Pam's 911 call.
I threw my phone and just shouted to the dispatchers that I was starting CPR. Started CPR, checked her, and she had a pulse. Came back, she started breathing again. Got back on the phone with 911. They had the ambulance en route.
Arrived on scene, I saw that Pam was obviously lifeless on the floor. Due to Marlene knowing CPR, she started it before our arrival, and because of that, we were able to transport Pam to the hospital for further care there.
Had I not been there, I would have come home from work and found Pam dead on the floor. After watching her take her last breath,
CPR saved my life and my quality of life, because without that fast response of Marlene, it could have been a very different picture.
CPR made the difference in Pam's life.
The American Heart Association is able to provide people with knowledge enough to start CPR to make sure that they are able to buy time for further help to get there, to get somebody to a hospital for intervention, whether it be surgical intervention or cardiac care like Pam needed.
It was kind of scary because I didn't have the ambulance, I didn't have the emergency room, I didn't have the equipment. I had me, but I had the knowledge and I knew to do CPR, and that made a difference. I still have my best friend today.